to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach who has lost and maintained a 140-pound weight loss. And today we're talking about how to lose weight but not muscle. It is so incredibly important to keep the lean muscle that we have, as well as continue to build that for so many reasons. Weight loss, a big part of that. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I upload new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Down in the description box, you will find nutrition coaching. Highly recommend personalized macros and calories. That is exactly what I followed to lose and maintain my 140-pound weight loss, as well as one-on-one coaching for questions, accountability, or to talk with me directly. Links, discounts to my favorite healthy things are also down below for you. So let's talk about weight loss, but keeping all that lean muscle. It's actually a lot easier than you think to shed weight but maintain lean muscle. What you have to really focus on is eating a moderate to high protein diet, doing some strength training, resistance training, and scheduling recovery time for your body, because that's really when the magic happens. So what does it take to even lose fat in the first place? Behavioral, hormonal, genetics, medical, and environmental factors all play a key role in weight loss. But the only way to see any movement on the scale, the only way to shed excess fat is to be in a caloric deficit. Now, if you enter your information into 5 different online calculators, you're going to get 5 different answers of what your calories, your protein, your fats, your carbs should be every day. I would highly recommend having your personalized macros and calories done. That is where I come in. I am a weight loss and nutrition coach. I will calculate your custom macros and calories. I would highly recommend that so that you know what you, for your body, are supposed to be eating to lose fat but maintain and build lean muscle. It's really important to avoid low-calorie diets. That is going to lead to weight loss. And weight loss and fat loss are very different. Weight loss is lean muscle, water, and fat. Fat is fat. Our focus is fat loss. We want to shed the fat, but again, maintain that lean muscle. And although you may be tempted to go into a really low-calorie diet to speed up that weight loss, fast weight loss does not stay off. Slow and steady wins the race. Trust me when I say that. You really have to get in some movement. You've got to exercise. The only way to build muscle, lean muscle included, is to exercise, specifically strength train or resistance train. Now, cardio is equally as important. That's going to help maintain a healthy heart, build up your cardiovascular system, burn calories. But even more important than cardio, we do not have to be a cardio queen, is to focus on getting in some strength and resistance training every week. This can be things like weightlifting, body exercises, body weight exercises, and even resistance band exercises. Now, if you want the best of both worlds, you can do what's called HIIT training, high intensity interval training. This is going to be a combination of cardio and strength. This is what I do 3 days a week at my boot camp, and that has been a game changer when it comes to fat loss. It's not only helped me shed fat, it's helped me maintain my weight, but it's also helped me recomp my body so that I look fit, strong, and healthy, not just skinny or skinny fat. And like I said, we need to incorporate cardio. We need to be out of breath. We need to get our heart rate elevated. That is equally as important as strength training. Some things that you can try for cardiovascular exercise, things like brisk walking, running, cycling, soccer, boxing, hockey, basketball, volleyball, swimming, rowing, hiking, or interval training. Now, there are some guidelines that is recommended for exercise, how you should structure your week. Resistance training should be a minimum of 2 days a week, focusing on targeting all muscle groups. Aerobic exercise, at least 150 minutes at a moderate intensity or 75 minutes at a high intensity each week. Now, exercise is only a very small portion of fat loss. You cannot out-exercise a bad diet. You have got to focus on your nutrition. And when I start coaching new clients just starting on their health journey, I let them know, just focus on nutrition. If you don't exercise at all, you don't have to exercise to lose weight. You've got to get your food under control, your nutrition under control first. So that is the primary focus. And then we want to start introducing strength training and exercise to help maintain that weight loss and continue to shed the excess excess fat. We have to eat correctly for muscle gain or to keep our lean muscle. We really have to focus on protein because protein is what actually builds and maintains that lean muscle. Now, carbohydrates and fat are equally as important in our diet, but protein is truly the king. Some protein options for gaining lean muscle include things like lean meat, such as turkey and chicken, seafood, low-fat dairy products, eggs, tofu, nuts, beans, and protein shakes. Like I said, you also want to focus on complex carbohydrates and healthy fats with every meal. So eating the right foods before and after exercise is also really important. In order to give our body energy, we eat carbohydrates. That is our body's preferred source of energy. So structuring when we're eating carbs and when we're eating protein and really eating around our exercise is very important. Consider eating a meal 60 to 90 minutes before exercising. This meal should prioritize carbohydrates and protein with a small portion of healthy fats. Carbohydrates play a key role in keeping your energy levels high during intense workouts and those that last longer than 60 minutes. Protein also increases muscle mass, strength, and power. Fat is slower to digest, and eating too much could make you feel a little bit tired and sluggish. Now, what about after exercise? So we're going to focus on those carbohydrates, a little bit of protein, a little bit of fat prior to exercise. Post-exercise, our meals should look very different. After exercising, it's important to replenish your body with nutrients like glycogen, protein, and insulin to help boost your energy levels, protein synthesis, and muscle recovery. Within 4 to 6 hours of high-intensity exercise, consider eating 1 to 1.5 grams of carbs per kilogram of body weight and 0.04 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. After resistance training, consider eating 40 grams of protein and 0.5 gram of carb per kilogram of body weight. So what we eat is almost as important as when we're eating those foods. Think about before you go to bed. The last thing you want to do before you go to bed is eat simple carbohydrates because you don't need energy to sleep. What you need is your body to burn calories and break down your food while you're sleeping. So the best option would be something with protein. Protein is the hardest macro for your body to digest and break down, which is exactly what we want to have happen when we're sleeping. And I would really recommend supplementation. That is really, really important. I personally take creatine every single day. Our body does not produce enough creatine naturally, so I supplement that. That is massively important in building and maintaining lean muscle. You have to be mindful of the creatine you're choosing because they can cause bloating. My recommendation would be the 1UP Nutrition Pure Rebuild. It's flavored, it's delicious. I mix it into my water, so I'm getting in water and I'm getting in my creatine. I will link 1UP down below. I actually have a 20% discount code. And then obviously we're focusing on protein as well. Equally as important, and you can supplement that in the form of shakes, bars, and powders. I will put some of my favorite protein supplements down below. One other thing I would recommend post a workout is a BCAA, a branched chain amino acid supplement. Again, 1UP makes an amazing one that tastes delicious. I'll just have it all down below for you, but supplementation is important. And then we want to schedule recovery time. We do not need to be working out 6-7 days a week. Really, the magic happens when we recover. That is when our muscles that we've broken down during working out rebuild and grow. That is when we see maximum metabolism boost, maximum fat loss. So you need to schedule in your recovery time. And you want to structure your workouts around that. So maybe one day you do lower body, one day you do upper body, and then you do full body. Let me give you my schedule. So I go to boot camp Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesday is a rest day for me. So I'm getting a little bit of a break between 2 boot camp sessions. Thursday and Saturday, I walk 2 to 3 miles and I lift weights in the gym. And then Sunday is also a rest day for me. Now, in the event that Sunday is an activity day, it is an active rest day, meaning I may just go take a walk or do something very simple. I'm not lifting weights. I'm not doing anything that's breaking down my muscles. So my Tuesday and Sunday recovery days is when the magic is happening in my body. And then I can push as hard as I can the other 5 days of the week. Really, the bottom line is you've got to focus on nutrition first. That is where you're going to see the most fat loss results. And then you've got to be strategic about your exercise and your nutrition around that exercise. Now, as a weight loss and nutrition coach for almost 5 years now, and someone who's lost and maintained 140-pound weight loss, I can help you with all of this. I can help structure your workouts. I can help structure your meals. I can give you your macros and calories. I will link personalized macros and calories as well as coaching down below for you. This is when you talk to a pro. If you need help and you just don't know where to begin, or if you're struggling to be consistent because you're not going to see results in the gym without being consistent. and in both your nutrition and your workouts. I can definitely help with all of that. Let me know down below, what are your thoughts? Where do you struggle? And let us know your tips and tricks as well. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your bell on, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.